Other than Splash Mountain, how familiar are you with Critter Country? Let's take a look at that. Hi everyone, it's Kat from the Mouse Scout, and today we're at that little land tucked away behind the Haunted Mansion, Critter Country. This is the smallest land at Disneyland. It has only 3 rides, 3 stores, 2 dining locations, and a character meet and greet. As Disney legend has it, deep in the backwoods of Disneyland Park was a land filled with woodland creatures that walked and talked, much like humans. Curious explorers discovered this land, and it's a quiet little area filled with shade trees and a babbling brook. Critter Country is home to 3 attractions: Splash Mountain, the Mini Adventures of Winnie the Pooh, and the Davy Crockett Explorer Canoes. This land also features one of the largest dining areas at Disneyland, the Hungry Bear Restaurant. The land has undergone 3 name and theme changes over the years. From 1956 to 1971, it was Indian Village, and it was part of Frontierland back then and featured Native American shows and attractions, including the Indian War Canoes. In March 1972, it was renamed to Bear Country and themed to the forests of the Pacific Northwest, and Country Bear Jamboree was the land's centerpiece. It became its own land and was no longer a part of Frontierland. In anticipation of the opening of Splash Mountain, the area was renamed again to Critter Country in 1988. The name Critter Country was inspired by a quote from the 1946 film Song of the South, where folks are closer to the critters and the critters are closer to the folks. The land maintained some of its bear themes while incorporating other critters with their huts, nests, and burrows scattered throughout. Back behind the Mini Adventures of Winnie the Pooh is a beautiful waterfall that flows into a creek that runs the length of Critter Country, ending in the rivers of America. And along that creek are some of the little huts for the little critters. The first thing you'll see when entering Critter Country is Splash Mountain, or rather you'll probably hear the screams of Splash Mountain before you even see it. Just know that those screams are from people having fun while they take a 52.5-foot plunge, reaching speeds of up to 40 miles an hour. This is a log flume ride featuring characters and songs from the classic Disney film Song of the South. You travel through a colorful bayou and follow Briar Rabbit to his laughing place, with Briar Bear and Briar Fox in hot pursuit. The ride features over 100 audio animatronics, some of which were originally in Disneyland's America Sings attraction that was in Tomorrowland. When Briar Bear and Briar Fox throw Briar Rabbit into the briar patch, you follow, and that's where the 5-story splashdown comes in. Oh, and you will get wet. I've had to buy dry socks a few times after riding. You'd think I'd learn and bring my own, but who can resist an opportunity to buy new Disney socks? Not me. Splash Mountain opened in July 1989 and was originally going to be called Zip-a-dee-doo-dah River Run. But the Disney CEO at the time, Michael Eisner, wanted the name to include the word splash because he wanted to promote Disney's Tom Hanks, Daryl Hannah comedy movie Splash. He also wanted them to include a mermaid that would further tie the movie in, but that was rejected by the Imagineers. Splash Mountain's Zip-a-dee Lady Showboat is the largest animated prop ever, measuring 50 feet long and 30 feet tall. The ride is 9.5 minutes long, and although Disney World's version is a minute longer, the Disneyland version has 1 additional drop. The hill you plunge down is called Chickapin Hill, and it features a camera that's captured thousands of people experiencing a scary moment, and it's become one of the most popular photo spots in the park. The internet is full of fans posing in fun and entertaining ways. Everything from a man shaving, a family playing Monopoly, and the famous angry Splash Mountain lady have found themselves all over social media. However, all the photos are screened by cast members first before they're put up on the monitors, so you'll never see anything too risque. In August 2018, Ziploc became the official sponsor of Splash Mountain, and as part of the agreement, Ziploc furnishes plastic bags for guests to use while riding the attraction. I use it to put my pocket camera in while I'm going down the dips and the big drop. They're handy. The lines can get quite long, so try to get a fast pass early in the day because in the busy seasons they do sell out early. One option I recommend is the single rider line, which can shorten your wait significantly. So if you don't mind getting wet, and you will get wet, this attraction is a must-do. Right across from Splash Mountain at the entrance to Critter Country is Harbor Galley. Here they serve shrimp salads, tuna salad sandwiches, or buttery lobster rolls. They also have clam chowder and broccoli soup served in a sourdough bread bowl. When we visited, they had a lobster pie soup as their seasonal offering. But I will go back to get the clam chowder next time. I prefer that. Tucked behind the restaurant is Fowler's Harbor. It's named for Admiral Joe Fowler, who oversaw the construction of Disneyland Park in the 1950s, and is the home to the sailing ship Columbia or the Mark Twain riverboat when they're not cruising the rivers of America. Back here is one of my favorite little secret hiding spots, which I probably shouldn't be telling you this. I want it to stay secret. But at any rate, it's a nice shady spot to go and sit and relax. And there are a few little tables and you get to watch the ducks chase each other. Exploring further into Critter Country, you'll see Davy Crockett's Explorer Canoes on the right by the river. It operates seasonally, and even when it's open, it has its own hours. The 20 passenger vessels are real, free-floating canoes. There is no motor and no track, so they're powered entirely by you and your fellow rowers. But the river guides on the boat are capable of navigating it by themselves if need be, so you can choose your own level of exertion. You take a full circle around Tom Sawyer's Island, where you glide past the north bank of the Columbia Gorge, complete with 5 sparkling waterfalls. It's a fun way to see the area from a unique perspective. The Hungry Bear restaurant is a great place to picnic on the rivers of America. Someone else cooks, someone else cleans up, and you get tables and chairs to boot. As a matter of fact, this is a 2-story seating area with tons of tables and chairs and shade. It's very comfortable. The quick service fare includes cheeseburgers, crispy chicken sandwiches, or a refreshing barbecue chicken salad. We recently tried the crispy fish sandwich and the honey spiced chicken sandwich, and they were pretty good. And we had a burger there once, and it was okay. I like the onion rings especially. What I really like, however, are the funnel cakes. And they offer a couple of variations too. They have a cherry Coca-Cola funnel cake and a churro funnel cake. In my opinion, the best part of this restaurant is the seating area on the top floor. The views are so beautiful. It's a nice place to sit and enjoy a respite from the busy crowds and get a snack. The bottom level, however, has a creek running by, and there's also a restroom, which is very handy. Don't forget, you can use that mobile ordering app here. So get your table, have a seat, and place your order, and they'll let you know when it's ready through the app. Next to Splash Mountain is the Briar Patch store. Here you can purchase a new Disney hat and have your name embroidered on it. It's also a very cute store made to look like it's underground, so notice the grass on top of the roof. Inside, be sure to look up and see the carrots growing down from the ceiling. It's not always open, but they told us the other day that they're expanding their hours to be open park hours because it's right on the way to one of the entrances of Galaxy's Edge. So they're adding a large selection of drinks too, so you can grab and go. The Country Bear Jamboree closed in 2001 due to low attendance, and was replaced 2 years later by The Mini Adventures of Winnie the Pooh. This is a 4-minute ride, and it usually has short lines. All the ride vehicles look like beehives. Riders sit in 3 rows, and each row has room for 2 people. And I recommend the first row because it has the most leg room. Travel through the 100-acre woods in all kinds of weather. You, Winnie, and his pals will be swept up in a gust of wind on a blustery day, then get caught in a torrential rain where everyone has to band together to stay afloat. Things calm down when you enter Pooh's dream, where singing heffalumps and woozles try to steal Pooh's honey. And the trip ends with a party for Pooh on his birthday. Before this attraction was built in Critter Country, it was originally going to be in Fantasyland in Toontown. In Fantasyland, it was going to replace Mr. Toad's Wild Ride, but due to public outcry, the idea was scrapped, and it ended up replacing the Country Bear Jamboree. Over at Poos Corner, they're still celebrating Pooh's birthday, and you can join in by purchasing any number of delectable sweets. They even have a window where you can watch the bakers make the tempting desserts. This is also the store where I usually purchase my Disney socks after getting my feet wet while riding Splash Mountain. They have other things too. Next, you can actually meet Winnie the Pooh, Tigger, and Eeyore at the Winnie the Pooh Friends Meet and Greet area. Throughout the day, the characters will visit the area, and if you keep a sharp eye out, you can be first in line if everyone else hasn't caught on yet. I don't know, that just keeps happening to me every time I look over. Oh, the characters are there, so that's why I mention it. You can get in line once, and you'll progress from character to character until you finally reach Winnie the Pooh. Across from Poos Corner is Professor Barnaby Owl Photos. It's right by the exit of Splash Mountain, and it's where you can purchase those one-of-a-kind on-ride photos that were taken during your 52-foot plunge. Well, I hope you've enjoyed our look at Critter Country. It's small and charming, and it's probably about to get a lot busier since it will be on the way to one of the entrances to Galaxy's Edge. But regardless of the crowds, it's a wonderful little corner of the woods. If you liked this video, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. It really helps us here. And consider subscribing as we continue to explore what makes Disney so magical. Until next time, have a wonderful week, and remember, it's all just designed for fun.